Hi everybody, I'm Jim Hickey. I've coached thousands of riders from beginners to Olympians. Today I want to talk about dealing with the challenge of being a perfectionist. So when riders come to me, so many of you are perfectionists. And in one way I admire it because you want to do your best, you want to correct, and you have high standards up here. However, it doesn't serve as a rider. It doesn't serve in life actually, because we'll never get it perfect up here. And it actually creates tension, and it creates anxiety, and it creates stress. So I want to share the technique to overcome that. The technique is to let it go. Just have to drop that standard, drop that intention, drop that purpose. And it's not riders' faults. They don't understand that it doesn't serve. They don't understand that it doesn't help. You don't understand that it's not a good thing. So letting it go, and then what you replace it with, my best is more than good enough. My best is more than good enough. So when you have this new attitude, my best is more than good enough, all of a sudden all the tension goes. Now it's going to take practice, because this has been part of who you are for a long time. It's your habit, and it's created this kind of tension, and your horse feels it, and every animal feels it, because you want it so correct. There's an energy there, it's tight. And the more you can let it go and trust that your new mindset, your new way of thinking in your brain is that my best is more than good enough. And I would say, and have fun with riders, that you're a reformed and you're a recovered perfectionist. And that just brings a bit of humor to it, which makes it easier to let go. Because when you're reformed and you're recovered, you know that this old you, this old feeling, this old tension you used to hold is dropping, you're dissolving it, you're dissipating it. And then all of a sudden it's disappearing with practice, continuous practice. So when riders come to me, like, I'd ask them to write it down, and part of as my accountability coaching, they have to read this first thing in the morning, first thing before they do anything else, their journal. And as they read it, they're training their subconscious to replace it and rewire it by letting it go. And their best is more than good enough. So when I get thumbs up in the morning, I know that they're working on their subconscious, and nothing brings me more joy. So going back to this new belief, this new mindset, this new pattern of emotion, to let go this intense pressure you had on before, to this new relaxed energy, my best is more than good enough. It's a game changer. I've seen riders going from, very early stages, working with them, from having this tension to being relaxed and saying, God, I enjoyed that. That was fun. I mean, that just makes my day when I hear that, because all this tension is dissolving, disappearing, dissipating, and then you see this new relaxed energy, and they become like kid-like when they started. So I want this for you. Every rider listening, I want this for you. I want you to be able to have this fun, this relaxed energy, just like you started when you were a kid and when you first sat in your first pony or first horse. However, this is understanding it up here, but you must relax into it. As I always talk, your heart must be relaxed. So you have to create this relaxed energy, and that's all through meditation. And all meditation is just calming your brain and connecting to your heart, your heartbeat, and the present moment. So when you do that, and I talk a lot about that in my online course, to drop into this meditation. I do ones after every course. So you're calm, you're relaxed, your whole body and your heart relax, and then your brain can follow through in reality. If you're enjoying this content, please subscribe below.